Hi, I'm Danny. My group focused on intercultural relationships. Me, Molly, and Brittany researched interreligious relationships, specifically Christianity and Judaism. Ashley focused on interracial relationships in the US and other countries, specifically Costa Rica. Finally, Cameron focused on stereotypes of interracial relationships from the past to the present.
Hi, I'm Molly, and for my intercultural relationships, I primarily focused on the relationships between Jews and Christians. I interviewed my uncle for an example of a relationship that did not work out successfully. The problems in my uncle and my aunt's marriage was mostly because of raising the children. My uncle wanted my cousins to have a more laid back education in childhood, and my aunt, whose father was a judge, wanted a very strict life for her children and wanted my cousins to go to Catholic school. My uncle did not, and this caused many problems, and they ended up getting a divorce. So this shows that some examples of intercultural relationships do not work out and end very negatively.
Hi, I'm Brittany, and for my paper I did research on intercultural relationships between individuals that observe Catholic and Jewish religion. I interviewed my friend's mom, Stephanie. She was raised Catholic and converted to Judaism to marry her husband. In the Jewish religion, the children's religion is determined by the religion their mother observes. If she hadn't converted, her children would not be considered Jewish. This is an example of when converting religions ends in a successful marriage, unlike Molly's example. It is important to discuss your religion and your future children's religion prior to marriage and birth so it won't become a problem later in life.
I was looking at the differences between interracial relationships in the U.S. versus Costa Rica, and my mom was my first interviewee. When she moved to Costa Rica, she met my dad, and he was very olive-skinned, dark features. She's very white, and never had any type of discrimination. And my dad's brother has been married to a black woman from Limon for about 30 years now and has never received any type of discrimination. And my mom currently is married to someone who's, black, mixed black and white, from Colombia. Still no issues, and she thinks it's because of her age. Versus my sister, who is my second interviewee, has received a lot of discrimination for her relationship with an African-American man, and more predominantly from African-American women.
And the goal of my project was to determine whether the judgments surrounding interracial relationships from the past were still present in today's society. I was able to interview multiple people, and what I found was that although it is easier to date someone of a different race, the judgments are still very much alive. I interviewed a white 44-year-old woman who lives in Atlanta, Georgia, and she told me that her in-laws haven't met her 19-year-old son because she had him with an African-American man. She said that she will never live in a conservative area because just last month she vacationed in southern Georgia, and she had a lot of people look at her rudely just because she was with an African-American man. Overall, this interview showed me that even today, people still have to worry about where they will live or vacation in fear of being judged for being with someone of a different race, and to me, that shows that we still have a very long way to go in becoming a truly accepting society.